Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever it is, wherever you may be, I hope you're having a good time. Welcome to the Totally Fake Wrestling Podcast, your home for totally fake wrestling. I'm your host, Big Steve, so let's right off the bat get you caught up in last week's action. We go to somewhat classy championship wrestling. So let's take you back to Shreveport. Last week, on Wednesday Night Face Punch at the Rocky Springs Arena and used car sales, a 3-match supercard, leaving plenty of time for commercials and tired played-out backstage segments. Our opening match, Lenny, the garbage man with a tan van versus the one and only, the lethal leprechaun himself, the big tough Irish cop, Officer Patty O'Furniture. Patty O'Furniture won the match by pinfall in just 5:46 after following his Paddy Wagon suplex. Pinfall, no issues, no after-match scrums or interference, nothing like that. Nice, clean win for the Patty Man. Match number 2, we saw Freddie, the former fisherman, versus Craig. Literally. His whole gimmick is, he's just a guy named Craig. He's Craig. A gimmick that would not last long as he was put through the ringer and defeated by the former fisherman in just 2 minutes 46 seconds by pinfall, after being incapacitated by the old bait and switch hip toss to throat punch. We're talking vintage former fisherman Freddie right here. This is not somebody to be trifled with at all. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, for your enjoyment, it is our main event. The biggest match of the night. Dare I exaggerate, the type of match that comes once in a generation. Dare I exaggerate just a little bit more. This match made World War II look like that time in 4th grade when that one kid was throwing fruit snacks at the other kid and the lunch lady slipped on a pepperoni and she broke her hip. They had to put her down. Tragic, but the life lesson was priceless. Anyway, I see BCW Super Featherweight Champion Mad Moose Mike McGrapple versus SCCW Ultralight Super Heavyweight Champion Hank the Rather Large Man Maloney. Now, these two combatants have been locked in a blood feud for literally days in the build-up to this match. Mad Moose Mike stands at a 6'4", 387 pounds, and is known for his blisteringly slow offense, culminating with the most devastating finishing move in the Tri-County area, the dreaded Mike Kwando Elbow. Versus Hank the Rather Large Man Maloney. He stands at a towering 5'3" in heels, 127 pounds, a submission specialist. He can tie you up in knots as he is an accomplished, decorated college amateur wrestler. The master of the figure 8 elbow to wrist hexagonal confusion, and he brought his A game to bring down the big moose. This was a standard one-fall match, adhering to SCCW rules. No titles were on the line as these two wrestle for different promotions completely, meaning there were literally no stakes. The match ended by countout, as both men are tremendously out of shape and couldn't make it down the entrance ramp to the ring without passing out in the Louisiana heat. An underwhelming main event, but a main event nonetheless. Well, looks like that's all the time we have this week. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next episode of the Totally Fake Wrestling Podcast. All events, characters, and promotions are entirely fictional, for entertainment purposes only. I may stutter from time to time as I'm recording this live, and I'm not editing it, because no. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.